Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cook With Me Saturday lunch. We are going to start making strawberry jam because I want to make dessert with it. I just put 1.5 cup of frozen strawberry into a pan, non-stick pan preferably, and half a cup of sugar. You can use white sugar or caster sugar if you've got it. I didn't have it, so I just used it. And then I used about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, added that into there, and then I'm going to reduce the stove and let it simmer for a little while. And while that is going, I was boiling sago on the other side. It is going to be part of the dessert as well. So the strawberries cooking down. I needed to, when I do that line there, for it to be at least slightly more thicker than that, so I'm gonna let it cook even further. That's my sago. It's boiling. I think it's ready. I'm going to switch off the stove and leave and cover it with the lid and let it sit on the stove for another 15 minutes. I think my strawberry jam is ready. I'm now going to transfer it onto the bowl, let it cool down, and put it in a fridge to chill while I continue. I must say this was delicious. This is delicious actually. Obviously it's not a perfect jam. I'm sure someone will say, hey, you were supposed to do what, but man, I'm just making something for my family, nothing professional. And now I'm going to rinse my sago. You can see that it's translucent now. I'm going to rinse it with cold water and transfer it back onto the bowl and let it chill in the fridge up until I'm ready to use it. But as I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking maybe I made a lot. I don't think I'm going to use all of it. I don't know if I can freeze it. We'll see how that goes, but I think it's a lot for what I want to do. And once I was done with it, I started on brown and wild rice, cooked that, and now I'm going to start on my lunch, proper lunch. But I will say this, so this actually ended up being an early dinner because by the time I was done with cooking, it was 4 p.m. I started a little bit late and I wanted to do a couple of things. It wasn't as quick as I thought that it was going to be. So I'm cooking my beef, and if you have time, you can maybe boil it for long, and then by this time, once it has boiled for an hour, and that you can start making this, frying it a little bit, then putting it aside. And now I'm starting on the baby marrow. It's frozen. We are going to cook it down, and once that is done, we will take it out of the pan as well. When you're cooking the beef, you can slice it smaller than the chunks that I made, but I wanted it into I'm sorry guys, it's midnight. It's just after midnight when I'm doing this voice over. So I am now starting on another dish. I'm starting on another dish. I just added onion, peppers. I'm going to fry that up until they are nice and tender. And I added kale, blanched kale. I added the black-eyed peas that I had cooked last time, and my rice was ready. I added that onto the mix: chili flakes, onion and garlic powder, paprika, thyme, balsamic vinegar, top class spice, rice vinegar, not rice wine vinegar. And I am mixing that up. This is a vegetarian dish. This you can put in a You can stuff in a pepper, green pepper, yellow peppers, whatever. You can sprinkle it with cheese on top and bake that. So once that was done, I was now finalizing the beef and the potatoes and what. So I used onion, garlic, ginger and garlic chili paste, and I used a can of tomato. The reason I used a whole Italian can of tomato is because I liked the texture of the sauce. It's what I wanted for this sauce. So I'm using that, and I added yellow salt, I added paprika, onion and garlic powder, I added basil into the sauce, black pepper, and then I'm combining those two, and I'm loving how the sauce has come out. Is exactly how I wanted. It is nice and smooth, and you can use the spices of your choice. You don't have to use mine. You can use spices of your choice. So at this stage you can add a little bit of sugar to balance the acidic, but I used sweet chili sauce to balance the acidic, and I added the beef and the baby marrow back onto the wok. The potatoes is the one that I had put in a pan last time, and the one that I had cooked in an oven, and then I froze them. The one that I had grilled or roasted last time, I froze them, and then I just warmed it in a microwave, and I put it into the stew. This is a stew, but a cheating one. This is how it all looks, and you can have this with flatbread, or you can have it as it is. You can have it with rice, anyhow you want, and it's an option. You can either have a vegetarian, or you can have the meat and the baby marrow, and it was delicious. My family enjoyed it. I was experimenting. It was nice. So let's finish up with our dessert, guys. I didn't count how much I added into the bowl, but it was almost the entire tub. Let's say 3/4, so 750 gram. And then I put a bit of sago, and I put that jam onto the mix, and I'm going to combine those together. That's going to be our dessert, and it was delicious. At this point, when you're mixing it, you can stop here, with a bit of white and red and all of that. But because I was using plain yogurt, there's no sugar in it at all. I wanted to mix it completely so that it can have a little bit of more sugar onto it, because it was plain yogurt, and it was done. This is how it is. This is how it looks. A simple sago and yogurt dessert. All I did was to make the jam, and it's not difficult. You guys saw that, right? It is nice. You can do this with any fruit of your choice. It doesn't have to be strawberry. You can do apricot, you can do peach, you can do anything. This is how it looks, guys, and I hope you guys will try it and let me know how it is. For me and my family, it was delicious, and I thank you guys for coming back again this side. I thank you for your support and everything. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, a like, a comment, and a share. I hope to see you on my next video. Thank you. Bye.